Hello and welcome in mission 9. We are getting close to the end of the campaign, and the mission 9 is the Trench Warfare, which is an asymmetric mission. And it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out due to the unit difference between the two sides. You can see the unit compositions and also not all but most of the elite units skills and other equipment. I recommend to pause the video here because it's not going to be on screen for long. But in this mission, as I mentioned, it's an asymmetric one. The defender got half ducat value and in exchange gets some mine. Not all of them is live one, there is 4 fake. We will see how it's balance this one out, the difference, but I think it's not fully on equal scale, but we will see. And we don't have full like trench pieces, so we use 1 inch around these, let's say, trench sections to be the score area. First turn was quite slow, let's say, due to the distance between the two teams. Losing the tough on the bull is hurts, but it's still okay. And so far it's surprisingly a lot of missed dash on the heretic side. Turn 2, the bull is dead, really not good. Still a lot of missed dash on Heretic side, which is going to hurt, I think, overall. But Heretic Legion made the glory, so also this means a victory point. Turn 3, the Heretic Legion finally reached the scoring area, so it's getting interesting from here on. And definitely the mines are doing some work, but still not as much as I hoped, but we will see how it ends. And this is the end of the match, as the extra round was not rolled. Overall, I think the extra round would definitely made it for the heretic player, even though the missed dashes kinda ruined the game for him. But yeah, that's it. On the other match, the Grail managed to win against the court due to the kind of war of attrition between the Praetor and Tumor. And it was a pretty balanced game, as I heard, so overall I think it was a good result for the Grail player. On the bye match, however, the New Antioch played against the Heretic Legion, and surprisingly the Heretic Legion won, and which is even worse, the New Antioch lost the Lieutenant in post-injury phase. So the result for this round is 23-18 for the Black Grail against the Court, 12-19 for Sultanate against the Heretic Legion, and 16-13 for the New Antioch against the Bye. As for post-sequence, for me the Scripture Guardian and another Azeb died, and the Scripture Guardian is pretty painful. For the other warbands, the Lieutenant died due to being captured, and there was not enough money for the ransom, and the Hellhound died for the court. As for promotion and injury, nothing happened. The Brazen Bull will get the Glory Hound, and the Captain will get the Rightly Guided from Patron skill. And exploration table-wise, I got a Resurrection Machine, and most probably I'm going to use it after the next match to remove one scar from the Assassin. As for campaign standing, the Black Grail is coming back into play from last position, and there is 1 point minus between the Court and Sultanate on the first 2 positions. And I think the last 3 mission is going to be quite interesting to see how it changes, because I still believe that any of us could end on the top overall. For glory wise, Black Grail go up on the top now, and the Sultanate sits on the bottom. And as we check each other's tables, the difference is mostly coming from the in-game glories, because everyone got mostly the same exploration results by now. By total number of units lost, I'm sitting on top with 12 units, and the others only lost 6 or 4 units, so it's only interesting if we compare it to the lost ducat, because the 6 unit is almost equals with my 12 unit, and the others got fairly below us based on lost value overall so far. For the next mission, as mission 10 will play a random as a retrieve and chance encounter setup. This is going to be similar as one of the earlier random mission, but only with different setup or layout, so there will be only one objective in the middle of the map. As for pairing, the Black Grail going to play against the New Antioch, the Court is going to play against the Heretic Legion, and the Sultanate is going to play the Bye this round. For curiosity, I will put up my current treasury. So about this round, I think we kind of agreed that the defender was in kind of a disadvantage, as the 8 mine is not compensating for the less unit and ducat value. Overall, yes, the mission itself as trench warfare is very thematic, but really not lucky in like gameplay perspective wise, so I think it still could use some refining, but overall the concept is quite okay. And yes, for the mines you need quite a lucky roll to actually kill someone. In my case it was, I think, 2 kill with the mine, but only trooper, so it's kind of okay-ish. But yeah, to kill bigger units is kind of close to impossible, and it's not really making the effect that really slowing down the units as you would expect, I would say. And if the attacker is making the dashes, he can get into the trench pretty early, like maybe with some luck in the 2nd turn, but worst case 3rd turn. And if there is a 5th turn, then it's literally hopeless for the defender side with that low amount of unit. So yeah, I think this mission still could use some balancing, but overall the concept is not bad. For the next mission, it's going to be interesting to see again a random mission, I think it's going to be quite interesting. But we are mostly interested about the mission 11, which will be the From Below, and that's going to be probably very chaotic. And yeah, the last mission is going to be even more crazier. So yeah, because of the last mission's scoring, and because we still use the playtest scoring for the campaign, because it doesn't make any sense to change the scoring mid-campaign or late campaign, I would say that still anyone could win. Of course, the point difference provides some possibility, but yeah, it's going to be really up to the last mission, most probably, what's going to happen. But overall, it seems quite funny with some role and what's happening with whom. So yeah, probably I will going to make in the end some kind of summary asking everyone what was the most memorable or top 2 memorable event on their side during the campaign, and make some table like a full lost unit list and some other interesting info just to summarize this campaign, what happened here, because I'm sure some people love to see these little details, but I'm not fully showing everything on screen, but I'm trying to make it as detailed as possible for later funny analysis overall. Hoping you've seen some interesting and crazy role and event during the matches, and stay for the last free mission, which is going to be end next 2-3 months probably, because we slow down a bit with the playing, but I will try to include more, maybe one-off matches later on. But anyway, that's a different topic. So 3 match remaining. If you want to place your bets who's going to end on top in the end, because maybe it's time for this kind of funnier betting or making tips. Thanks for being here, thanks for watching, see you in the next video, bye bye.